And this is Dawn Marie with Creative DME Designs. The offended, do not watch this because it will offend you, because I have changed some wording of famous quotes. I have added some silliness in, and there are swear words all over. A lot of F-bombs. So from this point forward, do not watch this if you are easily offended. This was for my November to Remember journal. This is my personal journal. I have left some coloring pages undone. And I have some cards over here that I will be adding to it as I go through. So here it is. Warning. Sarcasm and swearing, because without them my head would explode. And what I've started doing is putting all swear words around here in multiple languages. There's some Italian up there. And I have this side ready to go if I find any other swear words, or if anybody sends me swear words in other languages, which I would love to have a list of every single swear word in every single language. Goals, people. So if you have them, send them to me. It's not that big, but it's 66 pages. What I did with this is, this was a notebook that had one of these kind of bindings in it, right there. I had pulled them all out a long time ago, and kept the cover, and kept all of these things in there. And then this was actually a notebook that came up, so I ripped these pages out of a notebook and added them in. You'll see every single one of them is added into a page. Just so happens that this is from the same, they were from the same company. Actually, they were probably the same exact thing, except for this was on a rip-up tear sheet, and this was in a book. So what I've done is I've added things to some of the sayings, and I've taken coloring pages from Rude coloring books. And this is a big, huge pocket to add things into. I love putting a big pocket in the front, but any of the coloring I've done throughout the years. Like, I think I did this page probably 5 years ago. So here it is. You can probably fast forward through it and see it fast. Life is short. Wear your party pants. And on the side it says, fashion by shit show. And I did do all the, I made her jeans ripped because it was just plain. On this one, it said, books, cats, life is good. So I added crafts and dogs, books, cats, life is good, so do epic shit. And I added a bow. This right here is a botanical. It's got flowers on it. This is a pocket, but it's a fabric flip-up that says, flowers are so fucking stupid. Because I don't like flowers. Here's the back of the page that I put a little pocket in, and this is a quote from Picasso, but I made it fucked up. And it says, kick like life in the balls. So when I did this, it obviously got messed up, so I will probably redo that over again. But this is a flip out page of a coloring page that says nope, which is something that my husband and I say to each other. It's sort of a running joke. I put some bling there. This is washi that I got at the dollar box store. I got 9 rolls, three different sizes, $4. Actually, I got 12 rolls, but I gave one set of rolls to somebody because she wanted them, but she didn't want all of it. So this is a page for writing. I'll write, for instance, if I have a really fucked up day, or if I really got to get something out, I'll write it in here. This is my Cookie Monster page, SS for Sesame Street, and then I put cookie starts with C. In here, it's actually based around a envelope to put big tall things in. So I have this right here, and I haven't colored it yet because this is mine, and I'll color them later. I pulled those out of things, and this can go right in here, and this thing right here can lay over the side. So this is one thing that I changed, and I used to dance, and I love Martha Graham. I've read her autobiography several times. Actually, I read her auto and a regular biography. But I did change what it said. Nobody cares if you dance like shit. Just get up and goddamn it dance. And I did put some things here. So I changed things. As you can see, I changed things like that. But I did put in a page from a ballet page. And I have not done anything to that yet. I figured I'd go through and maybe do some poetic things. But I did do this quote. You do an eclectic celebration of dance. You do Fosse, Fosse, Fosse. You do Martha Graham, Martha Graham, Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd. Or Madonna, 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 but you keep it all inside. It was by Armand, who was played by Robin Williams, R.I.P., from The Birdcage in 1996. So that's that quote. So this right here is a quote from Taylor Swift, which I changed to shitstorm, and then I put fucking rain, but I also gave her a little cute outfit. It's funny because this is actually pink, but on everything it's showing up orange. I don't know why. I think maybe because there's orange over here and it's, but I did draw the little daisy there. So there's a quote. So this is my how many fucks do I give page. Right now there's 8 on it because I put 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And then these are all called tattoos, which I stamped on paper and then cut them out or ripped them out and then added them. It's so that you can add things afterwards, like if you don't know where you're going to put something. But, you see, Dorinda Jones is an author, and I really like her stuff. So there was this quote in here from Dorinda Jones. I actually had a book, or found a book, that was signed by Dorinda Jones, but the book was a mess. And so the actual page that she signed was not a mess. I've already used the book for the cover. The inside pages where some kid had gone through and just colored all over them, and they tore them, and I don't know what it was, but nothing happened to this page. So I figured because Dorinda Jones, I'd leave it like that. Okay, Isadora Duncan. This was a quote from Isadora Duncan in that page. This is Isadora Duncan right here. And I put her little thing here about Isadora Duncan. She was a very interesting person, if anybody ever wants to know. So I added, you were wild once, don't let them fucking tame the shit out of you. Isadora Duncan. Because that's probably what she said. Come on, people. And you can see I also put a tattoo of fuck there. Another one I changed. This one I actually like. Make yourself so happy that when others look at you, they will be fucking jealous. You know that's probably what Yogi Bhagavad said. Okay, this one, I didn't really change much other than I added the shitty mistakes. So Groucho Marx always has some good quotes. And most of them probably, you think about this, their quotes were probably refined for the time. Therefore, all the swear words were taken out. So I just added them back in. A beautiful thing is never fucking perfect, which is 100% true. Imperfection is beautiful, people. Don't please be so anal about something that you need it perfect, because that just takes all the beauty out of it. This right here is an envelope that I cut. I did all the doodling. This was from a sticker from Target. I cut it out, actually. Target probably 4 or 5 years ago. Carpe fucking diem. And then I did get a set of journaling stickers a long time ago that were all swear words. So you'll see things like this all the way through. This one's funny. I put my hand over it. So this is ironic. These are all cutouts that chipboard things. But Kurt Cobain said, "Thank you for the tragedy. I need it for my art." And that's ironic because he died a tragic hero. So it's ironic. And then I put the definition of ironic down the bottom there. this is another coloring page. I actually made it into a double pocket because there's a pocket here and then a little pocket here, and then on the back there's a smaller pocket on the bottom. So I really wanted to, it was one page. I just cut everything out so that the back was sort of tame, except for it does say damn cute. This is one that I've always wanted to color. I haven't done it yet. It's so busy. Whatever is like what people say. So I did put it in. It flips out, and it's just a flip where you can just write in it. But I did make this little edge here. I've reached the limits of my medication. And then this one says, be grateful I haven't killed you yet. So, holy shit, and then what the fuck over there. This one I couldn't figure out a way to change. I'll either work on it or I'll just leave it as it is. I really enjoyed this one, though. And you can see I did have to put washi tape over the edges to make sure that the edges stayed. This side is where it was glued on. So this one right here is a Chinese proverb. I liked it because the little guys were so cute, and I figured I would just add fun things in it. And so they're just talking shit to each other. This one, I don't know if you can see it. It says, stop the fuckery. This is vintage lace, and I did do all of the coloring on this. You can actually see that I went in and did highlights and little dots to make it look dimensional. I like doing the additions on that. So this is almost like its own little folio, although you can't take it out. But it does have a couple extra pages in here. A flip out, shitstorm. This is more of that washi. So that was that. And I did put a tuck here, so let's find something that can go in here. How about I'm a rebel without applause? And then I didn't know how awesome I was going to be today either. So let's put that one in there. And this one does actually have a very special way to put this knot in. And then I added a knot on the other side. That's a vintage technique of tying things together. This right here, this is a piece of, I can't think of what the name of it is, but you understand. It had things here that I didn't want to see, so I just found something that was sort of the color. I did add in, you know, it was a damn good day if you didn't fuck up or bite, fuck up or bite anyone. And supposedly Nathaniel, who was 4 years old, said that. I just added to it. This is another one of the pages that I put together with an envelope in the center so that it's almost like a quadruple pocket. And I did do some doodling on the edges. This one, I did add, the angel wings were there, the horns were not, and the little teeth were not, and the tail were not. But cheer up, motherfuckers, the worst is yet to come. So, and I like this guy's name, Philanderer Johnson. I think it's a made-up name. Is there really a Philanderer Johnson? So this is, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of fucking awesome epic dreams. Do epic shit, by Eleanor Roosevelt. And then I made the little banner up there with all kinds of little emoji things. So this is a fun page. This was a very benign page. You were supposed to be able to write on it. There wasn't much on it. It just had this there and the oranges, and I was like, well, okay. So these were part of the little sticker kit that I had gotten. So I made a little flip on it so it could actually come out and be a tag if you wanted to. But I do like it to flip in and out. This is a pocket. This is a pocket in here, and actually I put this little guy here so you know that there's a pocket behind there. So I did a lot of multiple pockets. So let's put in, good morning, I see the assassins have failed. And then, fuck off, I mean good morning. Let's put that one right there. Because, of course, you'd have orange juice for the morning. So this is my favorite page right here. I colored this a very long time ago. So what I did is I did add extra special shit on it. A whole bunch of bling and some zigzags or rickrack. And I made it into a barn door page where you open it up. And insides, you can and you fucking will. So this is giving me purpose to write something here. This is a background from Dear Julie. Julie, I love her backgrounds that she does. This right here, this page was meant to be something else. I did not finish it. I did the 8 on the other page, as you saw before, maybe. I don't know if it may be coming up. And so I need to finish that page, but it is a pocket. And we'll put Kitty thinks you're an asshole in there. And then fuck off with a paw. Just because it needs something. And you can see it sort of falling away. But I did cut everything out so it could go behind the letters. And I did do a lot of work on this. This is a great page. This is my sarcasm page with a vintage collar on it. This right here is a tiny pocket. And the orange that you see is an envelope that I got for Halloween. But when you open it, it says sarcasm. I like that shit. So that is my sarcasm page. And then this is the back of the envelope, which I had stuck in. And it says, fuck off. Friday is my second favorite F word. And you've got a big, huge pocket there. This is a beautiful page. I love this page. And I just put, God damn it, think big thoughts, but relish small treasures. And then I put this little tiny quote at the bottom. The problem is your hopes are too high and your mood is too low. So I just made her look pretty with some vintage lace. And then this one, I did change some things. Holy shit. For every dark night, there are gunshots. Oh, right. This one is very special. I changed it. It was a Tupac quote. And the way it was said was very ironic, again, to how he passed away. So I changed it. I changed it to show you how he might say it now. For every dark night, there are gunshots. So he never saw another bright day. R.I.P. Tupac. So this right here, I like this little edging. Pretending to be normal, it said exhausting, but I put fucking exhausting because it is. I have lupus, and pretending to be normal is truly exhausting. I made these pages up. They have little less important shit for today, important shit to remember, more important shit, and then all of these shit and hell tags. This is... one of the reasons why I made this is that I'm so sick of inspirational shit. And to be honest, I fucking hate inspirational quotes. That's probably the most honest page in here. I just can't. That's why I needed to make this. I needed to make inspirational quotes my way. So this says, I love this girl. I had done this one a long time ago too, and I just sort of made it look like me. But I'm a bitch, what's your superpower? And then this opens up and it's a flip out there. And this is a flip out. So you have all this page to write on. I added some washi. I added a bunch of drawings to it. And then this is actually here. There's a helicopter going over right now, so it's making the dogs nuts. If you don't remember, I do have dogs. So this is a little flip and a tuck that I made out of a piece of paper I had that said hell yes on it. I really don't even know where I got it. I just thought that little guy was cute. And it says, I'm thinking nice thoughts today. And then it says fresh bullshit served daily, meaning that I wasn't really saying that. And then shit for tomorrow. That's a little tag for things to do. I'm going to put that in there. Oh, maybe it's not going to work because of the... It's not going to work. Let's just throw that way. How about this one? Don't worry about those who talk behind your back. They're behind you for a reason. And that one's probably not going to fit either. Well, fuck that. I don't think any of these are going to fit. Oh, maybe this one. Yep, that one will. This one says, when you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. And then I added, and say, Carpe fucking diem. This is a card that I ran through my... embossing machine, and then I did do I had made a whole sheet of really thin, actually they're napkins, a really thin brown paper, just as thin as if you were to use a vintage, excuse them, use a vintage sewing pattern. But it really isn't. It's very crisp. So I was testing out at what method you put things on when you do things. So this was the best one. I didn't do the embossing till the very end. So that was actually a test run that I added in here. I test run it a long time ago and then brought that in. So that goes over and it says, sarcasm is how I hug, which is why I had done that. So it's almost like a... Excuse them, I think I'm getting a delivery. Okay, the next thing is, the best thing one can do when it rains is let it rain and let life flow. I added the let life flow. And then it says, this is fucking ridiculous, which really it isn't. It's true. So this was a card that had, or this was one of those cards that I flipped out. So then I added a another envelope that I had gotten for Halloween. And this is a double tuck right here, so you can actually put two things in here, so that can go up like that. Let's put one that has something pretty on it. Okay. That can actually go right here. And this says you can't fix stupid, but you can sedate it. And on the back, it has these very vintage women's saying hell yes, fuck, and gosh, and it says bite me. Dogs, quiet. Thank you. This was one that I redid because these bats are called hellbirds, and so I decided to, this did have a bird on it, so I changed it to be more like something that a bat person would say. And it is a Chinese proverb, but it's a Don Murray proverb now. Oh, this is also a tuck. Let's put this one in here. And it says, I changed it. The best damn things in life are not fucking free. And they're not. It's called Karma, and it's pronounced haha, fuck you. And then it says every damn day. That's a stencil and ink. Okay, this one, obviously, I haven't done yet, but it says allergic to stupid people. And I did do the drawing on the edges. On the inside, it did have a, nature is not a place to visit, it is a home, which is so true. And if you don't like me, fuck off, problem solved. So this is another piece of Julie's paper. I did color and add in the little flowers here because they match the little flowers that are down here. This has our little ostrich here saying, are you fucking kidding me? This is a little daisy. I had cut something out from in here to make one of these corner pockets. You've seen them. To make the corner edge, and I liked it because there was a daisy on it, so I just added that there. It's okay, quiet. And behind it, because this didn't stick out on that paper, and eventually it will get colored, I put another piece of Julie's behind it because that's some of my favorite paper of hers. This was all done on a, and you can see it here. It was a piece of junk mail, and it had this really neat plastic coated scan stuff on it. I'd never seen it before, so I used that, and then I just put stuff on here to make it look pretty, but I wanted to highlight that it's shiny, and there's like a plastic on it, and I don't know how to explain it. So I added a whole bunch of extra little quotes on there. This right here, this sucks, coloring that I've done a long time ago. I did put a little flap on it with all of these little fingers. I added some writing space in the side, and I did make this a pocket, so something big can go up here. And it says, suck it up, buttercup. And then I did the fuck paper on the back, and shit happens. Okay. Today's splendid affirmation is, don't be a dick. So the back of this one is really cool. I put it came out and I put some paper on the back that's from music paper. This is a corner tuck. You can put something small up there. This is a little pocket. This is a flip out. It says, sorry I'm late, I didn't want to come. Welcome to the shit show. This opens up and this is even a little pocket. I think I got a delivery and that's what they're trying to tell me. This says whatever. This is the other side of one of the other things that I took out and I just pieced it together. This says my crazy is showing. That's another pocket for little things. And these are flip outs that you could either tuck things behind or you could write on them. It says you are beautiful, smile while you still have teeth. And the reason why I sort of did this is that this can hold this flap down. And then if you put the flowers behind there, it holds everything together. This right here was a quote from Buddha. I didn't really want to change it much, but I did put not today, Satan, because that's true. I did make this little limited edition flip up, but if you look underneath it, there's a little quote here that says, quiet people have the loudest minds. So I did that for Buddha. I'm sure his mind was crazy. Okay, so this is a little tuck up here, and it says, okay, so this is another one that I've changed what it said because I wanted to make it sound funny, and, you know, this is probably going to be offensive to some people, but how wonderful is it that now nobody need wait in an attic for 761 days before gassed to improve the world? R.I.P. Anne Frank. This is a little tuck, and I put alive or just breathing, which I think is sort of funny. You should come with a warning label. Yep, I should, because this shit is funny, and most people don't think so, but I know a lot of people who do. And I don't give a damn. See, I added it right on the other side. This is another flip out, excuse me. Imperfectly perfect. It's a beautiful day to leave me alone. Everything seriously harms your mental health. There were some pockets in there. This is a tiny little pocket that I made. Life is so damn short. For fuck's sake, do what you love, which is my mantra. I love that. And then that's quite enough adulting for today. This is another one that I've done and made huge multiple pockets in this one. Kids enjoy every day in the present. Unfortunately, very few adults do, but you fucking should. So I did change that one and I made it a Dawn Marie quote, the way I would say it, and I like my little girl here. So this is another envelope. This one I did pull out of my stash because it was gray and I wanted it to match the gray over here. It's got a couple sayings on it. If you give a straw, if I give you a straw, will you go suck the fun out of somebody else's day? And then sometimes in the morning, I think about all the people I'm going to piss off today and I smile. So this one right here is for myself, as this has happened to me when I was a little girl. As you slide down the cellar door of life, may the splinters never stick you in your arse. And I changed it to arse because it's an Irish proverb. So I changed it to their form of ass. And this is devoted to my Mimi, who had to tweeze splinters out of my arse for days when I was a little girl, because I did slide down the cellar door and in a pair of shorts that were very short at the time. I think I was about 5 or 6 years old, and it was a mess. This page is a collage. If you think every day is a good day, just think if you miss one, you'll be dead. So every day would have to be a good day. This is a collage of paper. I changed it multiple colors. It was very basic. I did a lot of stamping and stenciling on the paper that I used first. I wrote things on it. exaggerated some of the things that were on there already. Ooh, that needs to be glued down. My little F is coming up. If we keep our face to the sunshine, neither of us will see the shadows, from Helen Keller. Think about it, people. Think about it. Okay, this is another flip out with a long quote on it. I don't have the energy to pretend I like you today. Don't make me hurt you. So that is like a Don Murray quote. More of this washi tape, which is wonderful. This is something different. I needed to make something different. I used an onion wrapper. You know how you get a bag of onions. And I made pockets out of it, but I left them all fringy on the top because that's fun. These come from my antiquarian books. These are beautiful, beautiful butterflies. This does flip out like this. These right here were from something that I didn't use, so I cut the tops off of, or I cut the tops off of them and made them into little flips here and added Sleep When You're Dead. That didn't quite go as planned, so that if I did put something in here, these would hold them. Because these aren't exactly, you know, things could fall out easily because they're glued into this paper, but they're not exactly strong. I changed this quote. I don't know if you change a quote, you're supposed to take the original person away or put and creative DME. So, cherish all your shitty moments. They make fine pins for a voodoo doll. So, this is, I think it's supposed to be a hedgehog. They have tiny points, but it would be better if it was a porcupine. And then I put it over this stupid looking heart with a goofy face on it, but then I did draw pins in. This is fun. This jackass was there, but it was just literally the blue. I added all the highlights, all the black on it. I gave it a mane, and I gave it a tail. I'm not one of those people who just can't help getting a kick out of life, even when it's a kick in the ass. These pages are quote from a quote book that I got. They're also coloring pages, this one right here and then the one on the other page. So I made a little flip. This has got like 4 different stencils on it, multiple colors. This was just a background of a page. I added the triangles, and when doing this, I'm looking at multiple colors and multiple things, so I'm looking at the differences. Eventually, I will color this page because I know what I want to do with it. It's just going to take me a long time, so I decided to put it in here. Plant smiles, grow laughter, harvest love. It's in there, but you know what? I put it in there so I could change it eventually. I love mushrooms, so I made this my mushroom page. I did stencil a bunch of brown dots on top of it, which, you know, I'll use those dots as part of what I'm coloring. Excuse them. We're expecting a lot today. Today's also trash day, so anybody who does trash, you know, the trash truck's here. So on the back of this one you can see it's done on one of the things. So this is like a doubled page. It says you matter, and then you are beautiful, inspire inside and out. Once again, put in there because you fucking matter. I just need to put that in there. In fact, I thought I had one cut out for that. But I don't, but that's supposed to be there. The word fucking. This is another one that came out that I pretty much just added because I think it's hilarious. And I did stencil on the blue parts. And I tried to make this stand out by darkening around it. Totally didn't work, but I still love this quote. I'm thankful for laughter, except when milk comes out my nose. If anybody knows, I hate when things come out of my nose. It's gross, and it happens when I laugh. And I hate milk in the first place. But Woody Allen, not the best guy, but a very creative. His work is very creative. His home life or his personal life is fucked up. I mean, that's just it. He is a fucked up man, but he does beautiful work. So this right here is another back. I took an envelope once again. I got it at Halloween time with a card. Normal is overrated. This has lots of different tucks. I did do all of this entangling on it. Or doodling. I don't know what you want to call it. I put some of the onion behind it because it's not normal to put something like that in here. This is another coloring page. I figured I'd add a nasty quote to at some point, but I really loved it and I just wanted it in there for beauty. You can see that I did do a lot of highlight, lowlights, especially on the leaves. But you can see where I've added dimension to it. On the back of it, it says, I hate Mondays because it seems like big, huge snakes come and grab me. Not really. But this here is a little flip up, and then these are all little pieces that I can pull out. Up to see this one already came off of one of its little things here. Let's go. Oh, it's supposed to go down here at the bottom. Let's get my little thing here. I really wish they'd stop barking, but if I were to yell to stop them, it would be really loud and annoying to you, so I'm not going to do it. Oh, I don't know where it is. It's not stapled in. It's like a little, oh, here it is. I don't know if anybody has one of these. You can only do one piece of paper at a time, but they're fun because it doesn't put any metal in there. And you have to remember when you put it in, this has to be up all the way. Crunchy. And it puts a little thing in there, and I like those. That's what I usually make these pages out of. And this is just a bunch of scraps that I had laying around afterwards. This is funny because the day I put this in, I actually had dental work and had a crown put on. So that's his little crown, bling crown. Life is short, smile while you still have teeth, which I thought was hilarious. This is from a coloring book, but I liked it as a tuck spot. This also has to do with teeth, which is why it's in there. So I made this guy be picking this guy's teeth. Fucking enjoy life. There's plenty of time to be dead. You know, Day of the Dead here. And then this is the last page of the book. What I've done here is I cut these off of one of the coloring pages to make it fit. But I really liked the scroll work. So I added it to the back here so that something like this could go in and it would still be held. I do have a couple other things here. This was another thing. Suck it up. There are some things that are always imperfect. Let's see, this one. And there were plenty. You saw I had tons of pockets. Suck it up, color outside the fucking lines, because people are so anal about making sure everything's perfect, and that's one of the biggest things that bothers me. Ew, people. And then it says, don't forget this shit, and I did a stencil and washi tape on that. God damn it, there's a lot of fucking beauty in ordinary shitty things. And then this says badass on it. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you guys, and because it's going to go in here, but I don't know where, and I'm going to show it to you on the blank paper thing, is because I didn't want to put it in here. So we had to make a paper clip. I love making big paper clips, huge paper clips. So I have a notebook that is all hands. They do have little quotes and stuff on them, but I couldn't find the right one for this. So I put two hands together, flipped over on each side to make them sticking up the middle finger. It is a hidden huge paper clip, and her ring on the middle finger says F you. Let's just assume I'm right. I put some vintage, you saw this earlier, I used the rest of it to make a bracelet, and I put some bling on there. And then on the back, I put a little flower because it says, it's got a little napkin here because it was hiding something that was there. And it says, the future is in your hands. Can anybody think what the joke would be if that was, Mia, no. If the future is in your hands, what would the joke be? So let's flip it up. What did the nurse say to the man as she escorted him to make a donation at the sperm bank. The future is in your hands. So, with that, I did have a lot of other things that I needed to put in there, and I will work on that. That is my personal journal. But it just shows you that a journal doesn't have to be all pretty flowers. It doesn't have to be anything serious. You can make it fun. You can make it for you. Mia. So, once again, this was Dawn Marie with her November journal. Warning, sarcastic and swearing, because without them, my head would explode. Not suitable for public consumption. Thanks, everyone. This was Dawn Marie with Creative DME Designs. Make sure you have a creative day and love and hug all your fur babies, because they will be in your life forever and ever. Thanks. Bye.